revealed what actor she thought each student resembled. When announcing my name, she looked at me and said, "Jackie Chan." As one of only 2 boys of color in class, I collapsed into my chair like the back seat of a patrol car, listening to the sound of white kids laughing like riot police letting their dogs loose. In 1982, Vincent Chin, a Chinese American, was beaten to death with a baseball bat by 2 white men, mistaking him as Japanese. Convicted killers Ronald Ebens and Michael Nitz were sentenced to 3 years probation without serving a day in jail. Michael Nitz denied all accusations of killing on the basis of race even after witnesses recalled him yelling, "It's because of you people we're out of work." Ebens and Nitz were then caught steering the barrel of a baseball bat into the pavement of Vincent Chin's skull, the crushing impact like an 18-wheeler against some oncoming traffic, pieces of his brains scattered along the streets of Detroit like traffic cones. "Officer, when you called me Jackie Chan, I could hear Vincent Chin's corpse turn over like a car accident. Your carelessness is the reason why Asians feel the only way to fit in is to appear less foreign. We are taught to concentration camp our culture, exclusion after our ancestry. We are constantly questioned, where are you from? As if we do not belong. Never American born, always made in China." Our heritage is not a punchline you can tell to make yourself feel electric. Your laziness to understand our differences is enough shock to complete circuit a set of jumper cables. If anyone's eyes are slanted, it is America's narrow view of how all Asians look the same. In 1982, the first mobilization of a pan-Asian movement was sparked by the murder of Vincent Chin. Asians across ethnic lines gathered in solidarity to push for justice like a 7-car pileup. Protests and rallies against racism did not bring back the life of Vincent Chin, but it gave birth to the political voice of Asian Americans, our shared experience of always having to prove ourselves into existence, made visible like a bullhorn erupting for the demand of civil rights. Vincent Chin was slain 2 nights before the day of his wedding. His mother and fiancé, forced to mourn the loss of their loved one, refused to let his legacy be forgotten. Generations later, we are still working to abolish anti-Asian violence, from classroom jokes to public executions. We refuse to ever be forgotten. Thank you so much, Kollaboration.
Yo, make some noise for Troy and Ariel. Woo!